Hey, Rodney Ruzan, back on World Wars 101. Today, I just want to give a quick update on my petition for writ of mandamus that I recently filed a couple of days ago. Again, this is I'm dealing with the city of Los Angeles and dealing with the decision that was done by the Civil Service Commission. So the city, when they demurred to it, the hearing date was set for September 30th, and I did my analysis on it, and I had believed that I had up until almost September 30th to file my amended petition. So basically, like when you file the amended petition, there's a demur, which is a motion to dismiss, and there's a hearing, but that petition would wipe off that demur from the calendar, and then that becomes your new operative complaint. And you automatically have the right to, one, amend it without asking for leave of court. Well, when I did that, my practice guide was from 2010. And after I filed my new petition the other day, the next day, from attorney Karen Majovsky, they're filing and saying that I didn't oppose it in time, and I should have opposed it by the 17th. And they're asking for the court basically just dismiss the petition and not give me the right to amend it as well, and saying I was late. So I immediately start looking into what happened. I go back into the chat and run an analysis, and then I found out that when I had to analyze it according to the practice guide, my practice guide was from 2010. The rule changed in 2016. You used to be able to amend right up to that date, but in 2016 they changed it, and you had to answer, or you had to have your amended one in by the time the opposition to the demur was due. So if the demur hearing is on September 30th, you count 9 court days back, and 9 court days back is September 17th. I filed my my amended petition on September 22nd. So that's why they're making that argument. So right away, I see what happened. I figure it out. So I did immediately, I created an ex parte motion. It's basically an emergency motion where you're going in to see the judge and you're asking for leave of court. And what you're asking the court to do is hear this on the merits, not on a technicality. And so it went in. It was scheduled for this morning originally, but then I could see the judge merged it all for September 30th. So we'll see how that goes on that day, if he'll give me leave so I can file the amended petition. And we'll see where it goes from there. This is one of the 3 different actions that I basically have going against the city regarding this wrongful termination. So we'll see how this goes. But the thing that I bring up and the point that I would make is, and I just wanted to see where I went wrong. And this is all a learning process, but I wanted to see where I went wrong. And where I went wrong was I had all my practice guides loaded. I had all the rules loaded. I had my timeline loaded right. But I had an old practice guide, and that old practice guide didn't have the new laws. It was 15 years old. So by doing that, a lesson learned. I got to go get all current practice guides. I'm going to go download them today. All current practice guides for whatever I'm doing, because once the law changes, then everything is about these rules. And when you don't get the specific rules right, it has nothing to do with anything else. I think the city knows. Everybody's starting to figure out. You see all these hearings with the senators and everything, and the doctors can't even answer what's going on. They know it was BS, and they put all this stuff forward, and the city knows that. But it's never about answering these fraudulent documents. We know they're fraudulent, but it's about now it's playing the procedural game. Oh, he's supposed to file it by this day, but he filed it this day, and that's the way procedural law works. That's simply the way it works. And I just have to tighten up my game, and then so this matter can actually be heard on the merits and not on some technicalities. So that's pretty much what I have for today. Like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.
Words in papers, words in books, words on TV, words for books, words of comfort, words of ease, words to make the fighting cease. Eat your words, but don't go hungry. Words have always nearly hung me. Words are stupid, words are fun. Words can put you on the run. Concrete words, abstract words, words to tell you what to do. Words can put you on the run.